Hello everyone. So before beginning with today's video, I just want to tell you guys that I am really grateful, and I want to say thank you all for having subscribed to my YouTube channel, and having reached and surpassed 100 subscribers has been a pretty big achievement for me, and I'm really happy for it. Thank you all. I have been reading a book lately, and the book is called No More Mr. Nice Guy. I have been reading a book lately, and it is called No More Mr. Nice Guy. And I don't remember the author of that book, but if you type in on Google the name of that book, it will be the first thing that it will pop up, And the book is about how to kill your inner nice guy, because I kinda identify myself, as a nice guy, sort of a people pleaser, and I know it's not the best thing to say, being the nice guy is not a good thing. And even though you might think, oh, but he's such a nice guy. Oh, he's so sweet. He cares for everyone, and it's not so selfish, Being a nice guy means a lot of things, actually, and I don't know if you can still see me. It's better. And so for me, being a nice guy is not a cool thing and a good thing, because obviously, especially in the book, being a nice guy, the author breaks down the nice guy paradigm and explains who nice guys really are, And at first you might think that these people are loyal, these people are pleasable to everyone, You might think that they are good, always good, they never get hungry, they are always sober, etc. But they are all the contrary, Nice people are the first type. A nice guy is the mother of a person who's lying to you, because he might want to hide certain things from you, which in reality may not be considered bad, but for his reality, in his own paradigm that he has created for himself, he thinks that behaving or doing something actually is considered something bad, and the feeling of never being good enough, or fuck off, never being good enough, or feeling overwhelmed, feeling anxious for yourself, feeling depressed, are all feelings that are related to being a nice guy. And so this video is a sort of help to everyone who's identifying themselves as this sort of nice guy. At first you might think that, but I'm not such a nice guy, I'm not this type of person. Like I was telling myself and saying to myself at first when I started reading the book, I started thinking that this type of people, were all exceptional cases, and I wasn't considering myself such a nice guy, but not in that way. You know, I always thought to myself that, you know, I was a nice guy, but not in the way that the book described it. You know, such as a liar, a person who hides things from their friends, from their family, from their parents, from you know, everyone. A person who doesn't speak about their problems. You know, I struggle to tell people about my problems. You know, it makes me feel kind of selfish. You know, and especially I feel most selfish when on my birthday. You know, when all along with my family we go on a nice restaurant. You know, and I hate the feeling of doing something just for me. You know. Because obviously my birthday is the worst day of the year, you know, from a personal level, because it is a day that is in my head totally focused for me and to me. You know, since I am growing up, we need to be happy and, you know, do fun things, fun activities just for me, you know. And this is the thing that I generally hate about my birthday. Birthdays aside, many people will think that being a nice guy is cool. You know, and all of those things and similar stuff. But it's not actually. And people will start to judge you based on the version of yourself that you gave them in the past. And on the version that they are seeing right now, you know. You know, the thing about being a nice guy is that you always feel like you're not enough. You always feel different from everyone else that you see around you. When you go to parties, you don't dance, you don't try to speak with other people, you don't do the normal stuff, you know. And by normal I mean the things that people your age do, you know. You don't go to a party to drink, to get drunk, to hook up with girls, to enjoy your fun time, you know, your free time. And this is what makes me miserable. You know, I don't like being a nice guy. And I'm tired of being identified as the nice guy, you know. The person that never gets angry, the person that is never hurting people's feelings, the person that is never telling what they are really thinking, you know, in regards of something or someone. The person that is incapable of speaking about its own sexual activity, you know. And if you think about it, it's something that's natural, you know. And you shouldn't be ashamed to talk about these topics, because obviously it's part of your nature, it's part of the human nature, and so you should be okay with speaking about your sexual activity, about your problems, about your goals, about your everything, you know. You don't have to think badly of yourself, you know. This is also one of the traits that differentiate nice guys from normal guys. You might not realize it, but right now you may be doing some stuff just for the sake of getting and finding approvals from others and from people you care about, you know. And trust me, you may not realize it. If reading taught me something, is that you should never judge a book by its cover. And I'm not referring to books themselves, but much rather to your experiences, you know, because if you are like me, you know, until some time ago, I didn't think, and I wasn't thinking of myself about as a nice guy, you know, or better, not in the way that the book that I'm reading, you know, currently reading, intends it, you know. I just thought I was a good soul, you know, a nice soul, someone whom people, you know, I'm not saying enjoyed company and staying with, you know, but I made, you know, it's quite hard to explain. But after reading the book, and I'm not done yet, and after doing some reflection on my experience, on my life, you know, I understood that I was looking at this problem with an outside view. I was looking at the small bit of the problem, and I wasn't looking at the whole problem, you know. And I began doing this when I started reading the book, when I started going deep, you know, into this sort of problem, you know, which is a real problem actually, you know, that affects many of us young men, you know. And so if you really want to become better and you know, for your future self, for your future wife, for your future kids, for your future friends, or for the future in general, you know, whichever type of future you decide for yourself, and you think that you have something wrong with you, you know, there is nothing wrong with you. You know, the problem with today's society is that people will tell you, people will try to tell you that there is something wrong with you, and you shouldn't be okay just as you are. But the fact is that you're unique, you know, you're special, you are precious, and understand this concept very deeply. Reflect on this very hard and deeply inside of you, because only when you reflect on things, only when you give yourself time to think about things and everything as a whole, you get the chance of understanding and knowing more about you. You can never know your true self if you're always around chaos and around people, you know. You are able to know yourself only when you're alone and you're reflecting